diameter steak. Food gas. Something smells like sewer gas here. Some nice folks, they go in and get me a goodie bag. One of them sounded like she was speaking French. Hello. Don't worry, not talking to myself like a crazy person on my YouTube channel. That was Mr. Roberts. He's a pretty nice fella. Mild-mannered. Like confrontation, doesn't like fight, not interested in any sort of meeting with a drink. I like it. So if I flip this thing over, would it make a better seat? Be wider, but then I'm sitting on. Well, actually that does look pretty good. Way more better. My battery's probably going to run down pretty quick. We have dinner in the meat at 2 o'clock. One of the things that we're told to do is that if the officers are treating you like hell, to go to one of the officers that doesn't treat you like hell. But they end up sending an officer who treats you like hell anyway. A lot of people give advice. They don't stop to realize that just because you gave advice doesn't mean that the people you want me to talk to are going to follow that advice too. When you tell me to go talk to mental health about it, that doesn't mean mental health is going to listen. When you tell me to talk to an officer about it, it doesn't mean an officer is going to listen. But you're a lot more likely to get heard if you have a friend or family member there with you who actually cares. There's a guy who came by and gave me a couple of bucks, and he definitely had a thick accent and dark skin. If I was to be Nebraskan, I would just assume he was Mexican. But I'm not a very good Nebraskan. I know he could be from anywhere. And then the two people who talked to me after that, one of them seemed American and the other one sounded very, very French. Alexander didn't follow through yesterday. I didn't really think he was gonna. I just hoped. See, that's the thing is I don't want the help. I need it. Big difference. But I don't really hang out with these people because they do drugs, and people who are on drugs are pretty paranoid of people who don't do drugs, but we are in Oregon. people are pretty liberal about their drug use here and speaking about it. So. Maybe we should talk about the big ass elephant in the room, all the fucking fentanyl overdoses. Why don't we talk about that? I told a gentleman this morning about the situation with that stalker that I got. I hope he didn't threaten to kill anybody. There's a car in the parking lot that is so small that it only has one seat. Sun's right in my eyes here. It's another beautiful day in paradise. Nothing like religions in the morning, right? He's going to end up getting the cops called down in here. It takes about as long as it takes for somebody to come out and have a cigarette break so you can turn that guy in. So hopefully he's smart enough, I guess, when safely people come out that he's not as loud.
What's going on, man?
Coming up with gas.
What's that?
Coming up with gas.
Coming up with gas?
Yep.
Where are you trying to go?
Mostly up to camp.
Mostly where?
Mostly up to camp.
Which camp?
I got one about 20 miles up one of them canyons.
Oh, okay. So you got to go to and from the camp every day to get food?
No, I usually stay in town in my car.
Okay.
It all depends
that's
on
a
the
lot.
night.
That's like 3 gallons to and from. That'd be expensive.
I got a Honda Civic, so it's pretty cheap.
Oh, that's only 2 gallons to and from. Then that's good. So now, can we work like 1 day a week?
Who, you or me?
No, you. If there were if there were cash jobs available.
Not for manual labor.
No. What kind of stuff could you do? Because I'm basically at this point in my life I'm a headhunter. How you doing, sir? So I find people who can do certain jobs. There's sometimes people can do labor, sometimes people can't. So what sort of things could you do?
I'm not sure, actually.
Well, this would be worth considering though, because if you could work 1 day a week, there you'd be off the sign. Because you probably could make ends meet with what, $800 a month?
Well, I get $800 a month. Problem is, it all goes into my vehicle.
Why, is it broken?
No, it's just old.
Oh.
And $800 a month is exactly
So
a
you
lot to
getting
live on when you have
food stamps
vehicles.
too?
I should be.
But what?
I haven't gotten them in for next month yet.
Okay, so, but they come on what, the first of the month, right?
It depends on who you are. Mine come on the 5th.
Okay. It's like what, $281 now?
No.
$281 a month?
Nope, that's definitely not what I get.
Oh, how much are you getting?
A lot less.
Oh, okay, because usually it's $281 for a single person with no kids, and then it goes up from there. So if you're getting less than that, you should ask them why.
Yeah, that
Did you get too much last year?
Nope.
Are they taking it back or what?
Nope.
No.
I just didn't have anyone to go in with me when I had to turn in paperwork.
Okay.
All the other crap involved in it, so I basically got short stick.
Yeah, well, go in and fill out the paperwork again though, because you should be getting $281. That's what everybody else is getting. I help people like you, like probably like 20 people a week. So you get pretty good at it for 14 years. Sir, sounds like you have avenues for the state to help you a lot better. And I do wish you luck, because the car and the camp is a good plan, especially in the summer. In the winter, it's a little more challenging, as you know.
Yeah, thank goodness it's not as bad here as it is in Colorado and Nebraska.
Yes, sir. Yeah, reasonable. Now, in the wintertime, what would be good other than a dry roof over your head? Or a car that doesn't leak, yes? That'd be good.
Right.
Your car doesn't leak? Fair enough.
Yours got you all this.
Oh my God.
Shit. They're fucking, what we call there, sir. You just hit what we call
a jackpot?
fucking jackpot, sir. Yes, sir.
Did I just win the lottery?
Oh my. There we just got, I think, squared away with a couple avenues where he can get more food stamps and probably a little bit more help from the state. You guys took care of him short term. Call that done, baby.
I'm gonna take that for you.
Sure, thank you. Not everybody out here is Rambo. Yeah. He came over and told me about stuff that I already knew. I wanted to ask a bunch of questions, see if that's shouting at other people at random over there, I think. This is probably a better place to cross.
Is there car across the street there?
Yeah, it's at the library parking lot.
Oh, okay.
It's a little more socially acceptable to park there than it is to park in the Safeway parking lot and then just sit there and panhandle all day. Which I usually don't panhandle all day because it gets hot. Or people give me money and I sit with it in my pocket and I'm like, all right, I've had that money in my pocket for like 2 hours, hungry the whole time. I'm getting food. You almost sounded French earlier.
No. We're Ukrainian in Russia.
Oh,
Yeah.
my home city written down as Moscow, but I'm actually from Chapel, Nebraska.
Oh,
Yeah.
by the way, the link.
Yep. All right, the ugly green one in the corner there. You're welcome to make me go on a 10-mile march.
What was that?
I said you're welcome to make me go on a 10-mile march.
Oh, yeah, I hear you. We're actually up by what's called Susla National Park. We have a little camp over there. Our youth from our church. We're actually from up in Portland, in the Happy Valley area. That's where our church is, and we're actually up there with our youth for kind of a youth camp. We were here to kind of pick up a few extra supplies that they needed.
You decided to feed a filthy hobo while you were at it.
One of God's children.
Really?
Yeah.
Somebody needs to tell God that I'm a grown damn adult, and if I want to drink, I'm gonna. Oh wait, I quit drinking in 2001, so
Oh, hey. That's
I don't
awesome.
tell my mother. I think it's still open. Let me see. I need stronger back. That's what I need. Other than that, I think everything works all right.
You want me to leave this here?
Yes, please.
Okay. Just place it right there.
That'll work.
This is there. I can help.
I've been from one end of the country to the other helping find missing people. So,
Any specific area?
just
Doesn't matter.
plug it in. All that's either trash or paper.
Yeah.
I pick up trash everywhere I go because I'm all OCD about it.
Kind of like my wife a little bit. She likes everything in a specific way.
Yeah, I'm autistic, so I need structure, but in the life that I live and with my screwed up back, and I used to be a portrait artist. I drew pictures of people, but now I got issues because I was assaulted by cops, and that was
I'm
no
sorry
fun.
to hear that.
Well, you better be sorry. It's totally your fault. Yeah, thank you very much for the food.
Well, of course. What's up, little? Huh? Yeah. Well, I got some food here for you, but also, I know you got a car. As you said, you also need some gas. So, we got, I think, about what, 28 here for gas.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Of course.
Just so you know, it'll get wasted on gas and possibly something to drink as far as coffee goes, because I had one this morning. You wouldn't hate me if I spent some on a coffee, would you?
Actually, we got some coffee in there for you. Some of the instant coffee too.
Woo-hoo!
So if you got some water and a little ways like place to heat it up or something, you can have yourself some instant coffee.
And
Or
I
if you
got
feel-
2 4-pound bags of sugar in there.
Oh,
Oh,
perfect.
good. Okay, yeah, we got you some fresh veggies, crackers, cheese, some fresh bread too.
I'm really
there.
wanting to dig into them crackers. It's tough to eat them, but if I crush them a little bit first in the packages, then I can swallow them.
There's also some Nutri-Bars, kind of like granola bars, kind of on the
Not really
softer side.
granola bars, so
Well, they're not like granola
fruit.
bars.
They're fruit in
Yeah.
the center, and then it's soft bread around the
Yep.
outside with some little oats on top. Sometimes they don't put the oats on top. It depends on which ones you get. And I'm totally down with those because with no teeth, I can't chew through those rock hard bricks that they call granola
Granola
bars.
bars, yep. Yeah, it's even hard for us to chew through them.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah. They're like one or two and they take a toll on your jaw. So that's all you can really have.
Well, you should do it. Dolph Lundgren did that one movie, put the metal teeth in, and then he
Yeah.
bit through stuff. What was the name of that movie?
I think I know which one we're talking about. It's one of the knockoffs of James Bond's movie.
Yeah.
I know this. I haven't watched it myself, but
It certainly wasn't Rocky. I know that.
no, it was that British guy that had like the funny teeth and he got stuck in
Austin
that.
Powers.
Austin Powers, yep, that one. Bit through the cable.
That'd be the way to do it. If I had scissor teeth like a Brit, I would totally bite through the cable. See, that's what they should have done back in World War II with all of them cables being run back and forth by the Germans. They should have sent some Brits out there going, I probably shouldn't make fun of the Brits, but they make fun of us, so it's
Yeah.
fair game. Plus, I'm still
cool.
friendly to them, right?
In the end, yes.
Now, if only we could talk people into not blowing each other up and shooting each other and all sorts of other craziness.
Yeah. Then the world would be a much better place, better than it is right now. Unfortunately.
I got some people I got to try to find in Portland. If I wrote some names down, do you think you possibly, while you're up there, maybe you could talk to anybody at all?
We can give it a go. Yeah, we can see if we can find some people that are on the list.
All right. There's a girl missing from here. She's actually 25, and I'm gonna get a piece of paper. I know I have one. And I'll try to make it quick because I know you guys came here for some youngins, and I'm totally down with that. I'll write it down on this here receipt.
Okay.
Oh, there's the top of my car. I keep forgetting I've got a built-in desk. All right, so Katie and David Saltzman, like I said, I find missing people. David and Katie Saltzman were some of the people who were helping me. They're missing from Beaverton, Oregon. That's part of the reason I drove to this state.
Wow.
Janessa Ray Funkhauser, she's 25 and she's in Portland somewhere. Her mom and her, I guess, had a problem at some point. Whatever the problem is, it doesn't matter, just as long as she lets her mom know that she's not dead.
Okay.
So here, I'll make sure you don't have to carry that big old thing.
All right.
Thank you very much. What was your name?
Dennis.
Dennis? I'm
Yeah.
Sean.
John. Well, hopefully things will be looking up for you here.
They already
I'll
did.
see.
I had some weird people walked up to me and talked at me and got food for me. So I mean, really, I'm having a horrible day and I'm gonna go throw a tantrum. At least I'm not doing it the Maori way. That kind of freaks people out. When you make your eyes big and stick your tongue out and go, ah.
Yeah.
Despite that, the only part of the soccer that I ever watch is when it's New Zealand and they're doing the haka. I'm like, that's badass.
I've watched a few of those.
Right?
They are pretty intimidating. I do like them though.
Very scary.
Yeah.
So you guys are from foreign countries?
No, we're actually, both of us were born here. Our parents are from foreign countries. They're from Ukraine, and my dad's from Ukraine. My mom's from Russia. But they came over here in the 90s when the Soviet Union broke down. And then they set up life here. And we only recently got married.
Oh, you did that?
Mm-hmm. We did that.
That's hard to get rid of. It's a blemish on your record forever.
Marriage? Hey, it's a
Well,
blemish I like.
That depends. If you make it work, it's not a blemish, and it doesn't matter. But there's a lot of people that can't handle it mentally. That's one of the things about the people of my generation. They were taught that they're smarter than their parents because our parents were idiots enough to admit it. So then all of these little 14, 15-year-olds run around being dumbasses. They never grow out of 14 and 15 mentally. And then they're like 36 years old, 4th marriage, 8th kid, going, I don't know what happened.
And I'm not the problem.
Do what?
And I'm not the problem.
Thank
It's
goodness.
everyone else. That's what they always say.
Yeah, that's kind of I want to say that that's an American way of thinking because I have noticed that is primarily the way that Americans are taught to think. It's everyone else's fault but theirs. And we're all rich. Our ship just hasn't come in yet. And the reality is, like, there's people all over the world that are douchebags, and there's people all over the world that are nice. The problem is, there's no good people. See, the difference between a nice person is, well, a used car salesman is nice. Or, of course, when you've got somebody, they kind of like you, they don't hate you, they kind of enjoy your company at work. When you tell them about an issue that you're having, because they're basically the only person dumb enough to listen to you, you know, there's a chance they might be nice to you and say nice things that people are expected to say, like, oh, I'm sorry that happened to you. But, you know, Jesus, in some occasions and situations, might have chased the mofo with a whip.
After the temple, when they were selling things and handing out money in the temple.
Yeah, that was in the women's court of the Temple Mount. That was before the temple was destroyed, though.
Yeah.
That was some pretty cool history. I'm not a Christian, but I like the Bible. My favorite character of any book ever written is Jesus. Although there's a lot of really good characters written into that book, because it's a collection of books, really.
Yes.
Kind of like Aesop's Fables is a collection of many books. But, you know, all of the other Messiah types throughout the Bible are all soldiers, every one of them. Jesus is the only one that wasn't.
No, Jesus was a carpenter.
He was a carpenter. I used to be a carpenter too, and a tree cutter, and I used to do portraits of people. I did one of Samuel L. Jackson once that wasn't bad. Yeah. I gave it to a friend of mine as a thank you for being my hero, and then a year later she got her brains blown out. You know, that's kind of the situation that ended me up traveling to find missing people instead of just calling my contacts from Colorado and saying, hey, do you know anybody down there? You know anybody who can look? Now it's a situation where I got to travel around and do it myself. And I had 3 people here that I was coming to see, David and Katie Saltzman, as well as a woman named Rebecca Gross-Nickel-Foley. And Rebecca, when I was on my way here, she was having a real hard time. So on the way here, I was trying to get a hold of her. Well, she ended up getting human trafficked. There's also a lady named Claire Jordan. Her children were human trafficked through here. She was able to get them back, but the police didn't do anything to help her. Neither did any of the services. And then there was also a woman named Misty Potter, and the same thing happened, a similar thing happened with her in Grants Pass. So it's a situation that people are looking away from. It's not what the Kardashians are doing, so people are looking away. But San Diego alone last year the city government admitted to over 30,000 people being human trafficked through there. They've also got a lot of portage areas there, and they're trafficking people from places like Russia and Ukraine, and also from places like Thailand and Singapore, and it's really big down there right now. But it's all up and down the coastlines. I mean, anywhere where we have a border, people are going to be trafficked. And then we've got the human trafficking in the United States, which all goes through Denver, every bit of it. All the spokes on the wheel, all the major interstates and highways, they either go around the outside or they go straight to Denver. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to take up all your time. I know you got kids waiting.
Oh no, it's all good. It was really interesting to hear about that. I didn't realize that a lot of human trafficking was going on. I realize it goes on, and just to the scale that it happens. And I'm glad to hear that there are people like you out there that are looking for these people. And I'll see what I can do about finding the 3 people that you mentioned on the receipt and see if I can do something.
All right, the first one on there. She just needs to call her mom. Her mom if she would call her mom like once a week, just say I'm not dead. That would definitely prevent her mom from freaking out and then engaging other people to freak out in the same manner, you know?
Yeah, I understand.
And the other 2, they were helping me to expose some human trafficking and some child molesters, and there was a fire by their house, and they've been missing ever since. So they weren't killed in the fire, obviously. So it's a situation where I'm worried about them. Rebecca Gross-Nickel-Foley, we were able to get her out of the situation where she was human trafficked, and she got safely across the border into Washington. Claire was able to get safely to Colorado, and Misty is also in Colorado. So at least we're doing something. Thank you.
Of course.
Dennis, right?
Yes.
I'm horrible with names, but I hope to see you again.
We will see you around.
And not just for $28 in your chow.
Sounds good. Hopefully we'll see you around, for better or worse.
And in sickness and in health. But if you say I do, I'm running.
No, I wasn't going to go that far. All right. Well, we'll go ahead and get going, but God bless you.
Be safe.
And you too. Be safe.
And you, Rock, keep him safe. I think that's supposed to be the job, isn't it?
Something like that.
Protect one another.
Yeah.
Thank you. Food! Food, we love our food. We're gonna eat some more food. Alright, I'm super stoked and so excited, and well, I got to meet some peoples from the Ukraine. I also didn't have to sit out there all day to get anything. This totally makes up for the last few days of getting jack shit. But also, some days you don't get anything at all. Some days you plan on going out panhandling and you end up waiting literally all day long because somebody was going to help you move stuff and you literally can't do it yourself. Sometimes people have good intentions and bad follow-through. Sometimes people make mistakes. The biggest mistake, though, is not fessing up right away. That can get people killed. And once you start lying, how do you get yourself to stop? For me, I don't have that problem. If I tell a lie, I know I'm telling a lie, and I'll correct it immediately if I catch it immediately, because sometimes words just don't come together right. Am I wrong? All right, premium saltine crackers. Goldfish. Yes. Medium cheddar slices. Oh, American cheese. I'll have to find somebody that's able to eat that. I don't have any food allergies, but American cheese is one of the few things that grossifies me the fuck out. I don't know why. Probably because American cheese is the grossest tasting cheese on the planet. And oddly, it doesn't stink the way that a gross cheese should. Raspberries. Only one man would dare give me the raspberry. Lone Star! That's a line right out of Star Wars. Just kidding. That's from Spaceballs. Woohoo! With fruit and grain bars or the shiznit. Taster's Choice Nescafe. Yeah. We got Mott's applesauce. Oh my god. More goldfish crackers and some ribs. Dear Jesus, they've spoiled me. I guess I'll let me a blueberry cereal bar. Food! Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, it's easy to get something to eat here. The rest of the days of the week, it's kind of running around. I'm rich. I feel like I won the lottery or something. I probably should try to sit out there until I have enough that I don't have to come back on another day because I did so well today, but also I don't want to be greedy. I suppose I could put a few dollars in for gas and go pay the $25 that I have to pay. I take that back. You can't pay those on Fridays. Alright, I'm gonna end this video because my battery's gonna fucking die. I gotta let it cool down and then and let it charge up. Thank you to Dennis for all the food, and I don't remember the lady's name. I probably should have asked. You know how we end these videos. Good to be with you. Thanks for coming to visit. Stay out of trouble or don't get caught. Remember, you are your brother's keeper. And your sister's too. And no victim left behind.